What's up, everybody? It's that magical time where we unbox a new indie box. Now, last month we actually got Super Win the Game in our indie box. It was a very, very cool platformer. Kyle and I are actually still working through that. We did a couple episodes of Game Gab, which you can check out if you'd like, and we had a lot of fun with it. Particularly exciting about that box was that it came with one of these Super NES USB controllers, which I'd actually wanted for a long time, so it was very cool to see that included in January's indie box. But now we're into February, and it's time for a whole new indie box, and the box this one was shipped in is also slightly bigger than a regular game case, so I'm really pumped to open it up and see what's inside. So let's go ahead and take a look and figure out what is in this thing. Oh, this is a giant box. Risk of Rain. Okay. Oh, there's something else in here. Happy Valentine's Day. This month indie box is giving you 2 Steam keys. Risk of Rain is not just a solo experience, you can also play with loved ones, locally or online. Now that's kind of cool. I'm not going to let you guys see my Steam codes though. I'm sorry, I'm going to need those. Or maybe we'll get one of them out, because it is Valentine's Day. Or at least it would have been a while back. So let's go ahead and get this guy open and see what kind of goodies we got inside. Alrighty. First, let's take a look at the back here, find a little bit more what Risk of Rain is before we dive into it. It is an action platformer adventure game with randomized elements, set in the distant future where space transportation is common. Space trains carry passengers and goods all across space. This particular space train, however, contains very special cargo. Through a series of unfortunate events, the space train gets shot out of orbit and crash lands on a mysterious planet full of danger with one survivor. I'm getting kind of a 2D sort of Dead Space vibe off this, and I like it. Limited edition down here, $12.89 out of 1,500, so once they're gone, they're gone. But let's see what's inside that makes this thing so special. First, oh my god, are these socks? Did they give us socks in this? I have to see. Because these may be the fanciest socks that I now own. Wow, that's vivid. I'm not saying that they're too vivid, I'm just pointing out that is a very ostentatious color palette, which is fine, but alright, we'll just set those aside for now. What else we got in here? Some kind of a book type thing. It is a Risk of Rain monster log. Now I wonder if this is actually has illustrations of the monsters on it, or if it's just kind of like a moleskin type notebook. Let's go ahead and look. If I can get it out of here. This looks like devious. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so it does actually have the monsters listed at the bottom. So it's kind of like where you would see in the back of old instruction booklets with NES games, how you would have kind of a notes section. They've got that, but they went to the trouble of making it look like a moleskin, and then put these little printing graphics of the enemies within the game and a little description, like Clayman, which you can see right here. So that's kind of neat. They actually give you an honest-to-goodness monster log of all the enemies you'll encounter in Risk of Rain. What else is in here? Got a Risk of Rain sticker. That's slick. The instruction manual, which again, full color is just something you just don't see anymore. And it's super nice not to have simply a single or double-sided black and white page of legalese and to have an actual instruction booklet. Very, very cool. And looks like we've got some other things. We've got the Risk of Rain official game soundtrack, which I love when they send soundtracks. It's one of the first things I do is fire up the game soundtrack when I get in the car. I've got an indie box sticker, branded slightly differently than the older ones, because these ones, instead of just the regular indie box logo, it looks like it's branded to go to fit the Risk of Rain kind of aesthetic, which is kind of neat. What else do we got here? Looks like a pin or something? Whoa. This is a Risk of Rain Captain's Brooch pin, which I don't know if you can tell me dropping that kind of on this surface here, but it is heavy. It is a heavy pin. And it says, what does it say on here? Unified Earth Starfleet. Pretty nifty. And finally we have the game cartridge itself, which if you've never seen one of these, it's actually a USB card that looks very, very fancy. Risk of Rain. Alright, so that is all the cool stuff you get with Risk of Rain. That is the actual game itself, the Captain's Brooch pin, soundtrack, and a couple of stickers here. The instruction manual, of course, the monster log, and finally these crazy socks, which I'm hoping I have a better understanding of once I've actually played the game a little bit. Alrighty, so that was the February indie box. Really pumped to get some hands-on time with Risk of Rain. Probably a great candidate for a Game Gab. I'm going to guess that Kyle would probably want to play that a little bit, so hopefully he'll be into doing some more platforming action just like we did last month whenever we did Super Win the Game. So, don't forget to subscribe, and also, if you notice, right after I get on talking, so we have this very cool insulate that Jason was kind enough to make for us that kind of lets you jump into some of our other unboxing videos. We've got Lucas on there doing some Loot Crate unboxing. I think we should have the Super Win the Game unboxing from last month, which wasn't quite as good as this video was, but hopefully you'll dig it just the same. So yeah, make sure you check those out, and don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time. Alright, later.